Hello, party people. If you don't know me, my name is Malin and I stream music on Twitch. And sometimes when I stream music, I like to loop the crap out of songs. And when I do, sometimes people ask, Malin, loop queen, how do you loop? So I'm just going to show you how I do it. Let's go. So I use Ableton to loop. And if you do have Ableton, you will have all the things you need. I have set up one single track here, and that is just so that you can hear me now that I'm talking to you. So we're going to add 2 additional tracks. These tracks are going to be audio. It doesn't matter if you use a MIDI track or an audio track. It's still the same process, still works exactly the same. And you can use more than 2 tracks. You can use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as much as your PC can handle, or your Mac if you use Mac. But why would you then use Ableton? I don't know. Let's just add 2 audio tracks. Like I said, I've tried to record this tutorial a lot of times, and I've come to the conclusion that to not confuse things, it's best if I just say exactly what you should do and then not try to explain why, because it will confuse you, okay? So I will just tell you exactly the steps. So first, set up all the tracks you need. It can be more than 2. I'm just gonna rename these to Loopy 1 and Loopy 2. If you want to find the looper, just search for loop and go to audio effects. There you will find where it says looper. Just drag the looper into your track, go to the next track and drag the looper there too. Now you want to make sure that the looper has nothing to do with the rest of the program and its tempo settings. So go to both loops or each loop and change the quantization to none, and change the tempo control to none. Go to your second track and do the same thing. None, and then to the other tracks if you have more. Now you want to assign your loop pedal or your whatever you use, but I use a loop pedal. So you want to assign it to record and to stop recording. So what you do then is mark the first track, and then hit MIDI on the top right of this page. Then you click the record button here on the looper, and then you press your sustain pedal. So I press my sustain pedal, and you can see here on the information that the pedal is now assigned to this looper and to the recording button. I untick MIDI, and then I go to my second track, and then I go to MIDI again, and then I click the record button, and then I click my pedal. So the same pedal is now assigned to both tracks. When I click my pedal, the track will start recording, but it won't record any sound at the moment because the tracks are not armed. So the next step is to clear these loops. Clear and clear. And then select buttons on your keyboard or on your key, like your actual type keyboard, that will arm the tracks. So I want my first track to be armed whenever I press the F key on my keyboard here. You can't see it, but it's here, and I have an F key. So I'm just gonna go to MIDI, and then I click the arm button, and then I click the F button because I want the F button to activate arm on the first track. Then I click the arm button on the second track, and I click the G button key on my keyboard. Now these keys are assigned. So if I press the F button, you will see that the first track is armed. First track is armed. Yep, everything good. And then if I press the G button or key, the second track will be armed. Good. A really important step if you want to avoid being annoyed for weeks is making sure that all your looping tracks are marked as auto. Good. So just do that. And you also want to have one single button that will clear all the loop tracks because that's handy. So just select whatever key you want to be the clear key, and then go to the first track, click the clear button on the looper, and I choose the C key on my keyboard. So I'm just gonna do that. I press the C key to assign it. I'll go to the second track. I'll click MIDI. I click clear, and then I click the same C key. So whenever I now press the C key, I will clear both loops. I want to start by recording a loop on loop track. So I will start by arming loop track 1. It's now armed. It's on auto, so it will record. And when I press the pedal, it will start recording. When I press the pedal again, it will start looping, but it will still record. So whatever I say will be recorded. And when I press it again, it will stop recording. Okay, let's see that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now here's an example of where I fudged up real good. As you can hear, and what I want now is a way to undo this. So that's good because we set the C key to be the clear key. So now everything is gone. I can just start over. And what I did to mess up was not selecting the right microphone to this track. So now I have the right microphone selected. Now I can start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still recording. But now I pressed the sustain and it's not recording anymore. I will now press the F key to unarm my first track. And if I want to now add anything to the second track, I'll arm that track. It's now armed, as you can see, but it's not recording. It won't record until I press the sustain button, which I will do now. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Press the button again, it's not recording anymore. I'll press the button again and it will record. Yo, 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 yo. 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 If I want everything to stop, but I don't want to clear it, I'll just press the stop key here, stop button here. I can also assign this to a MIDI key. So if I go to the MIDI assignment thing and click the stop button, and I choose whatever key, I'll just pick one now. There we go. So if I now play this loop again, I can click this to stop, but I can still play. I can also assign a play key. So if I want this key, let's say, you don't have to know which key it is. You're going to select your own keys, but I can select a key to be the play key. So yo 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 ein yo 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 ein yo 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 and stop. Good and clear, because I don't want to use this crappy loop anymore. So I clear it. That's it. That's really it. And I can select how many tracks I want. I can assign more cool stuff. Like, for example, yo, yo, yo. Okay, so I've started recording. I'm pretty happy with the start. But I'm going to I want to add something else. Let's go. I'm going to press the sustain thing again. No, I'm not happy. I'm not really happy with that sound there. So I'm going to press the undo button. It's gone. And a good thing could be to assign a MIDI key to the redo or undo. It will change based on where you are or what you've done. So I selected a key to be the redo or undo thing. So now when I do something, I can just, oh no, I'm not happy with that. I'm just gonna remove it. Okay. So you can I'm gonna pause this. Okay. I think that's basically it. You can assign your MIDI keyboard to be whatever you want to be in Ableton. You can assign it to work with Ableton quicker, or just use it as a looper. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you can do the exact same things that I've done now, but using your righty-typey keyboard. So you just click the key button then, and everything will turn orange, and you can assign the record button to any key you want. So don't be that person who says, "Oh, I don't have a I don't have a MIDI keyboard. I can't loop." Yes, you can, loop god. Yes, you can. Or if you're a loop goddess, but that's me, so I don't think you are. Okay, I'm getting tired. Let's just end this video right now. I just want to say one last thing. The good thing about this is that all tracks are recording at the same time, but only the tracks that you are arming will record sound. So you don't have to time anything. Everything will already be timed for you. And that's the good part about this way of looping. You don't have to set any tempo before. You set the tempo yourself by being the tempo. Do, 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 do. So that's good. Okay, so just let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have another way of looping in Ableton that makes more sense. So thank you for watching, and please come hang out on Twitch. I stream Monday through Friday, 3 till 6 p.m. CEST. I will leave a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to like or if you want to subscribe.